Hi, my name is Tony Edwards. I'd just like to introduce myself. I'm the founder, creator, and developer of Ensemble Manager. If you're watching this video, you might have some interest in our platform, so I just wanted to give you a little tour to kind of show you how it works. So once you get an account, if you're a user, you're going to log in, and it will take you to your account. And it'll take you to a dashboard that looks something like this. Now, the nice thing about the platform, it's kind of a shared platform. A lot of orchestras, especially smaller orchestras, will share the same musicians. And so if all of those organizations are using the platform, the musician can have one login and they can toggle back and forth between each organization. So it's kind of a nice feature. So once you get to the organization you're looking for, you're going to go to the season. And the first thing the musician is going to see is this little sync icon right here. Now what this does, it's a syncing calendar. It's going to take your schedule and sync it to their calendar. So if they use an iPhone, iCal, Google Calendar, or Outlook, it'll sync that information to their calendar. So if you change a rehearsal or you change a time or a date, it'll automatically change on their calendar. They don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. It just does it automatically. Another nice little feature is my services. Let's say you have a musician. He's only playing one concert out of, say, the 10 that you have scheduled that season. What this will do is it will only sync the concerts that he's playing. So let's say, for an example, he's hired to play a concert, but then in the middle of the season, he gets hired to play a second one. Well, that event will just automatically show up on his calendar. He doesn't have to do anything. So it's a nice little feature. Now, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to go to a concert. So let's go to this concert right here. And the musician is going to see all the details of that concert. So you'll see the schedule. Maybe he's only hired to play 2 of the rehearsals, maybe not all of them. It'll show that as well. And then the next thing he's going to see is the repertoire here. File sharing. This is a nice little feature. Librarians love this feature. It allows you to upload all your practice parts, PDFs. And also, you can upload other files like sound files, maybe a Word document if you want. And the musician or the librarian can share that with whoever they want to. A really good example of that might be violin bowings. So the librarian would upload the violin bowings, and he or she can just share it with the violin section. So if I'm in the section, I will see that. Also, let's say in the middle of the series, maybe somebody decides they can't play it, and then another musician comes in and plays it. Librarian doesn't have to do anything. It's sharing it with the section. So if they're in the section, they're going to see that part. You can also share it with individuals. Maybe the concert master has requested they want to see the score. So you can just share it with that individual. So it's a nice little feature. You can also see the roster here. If you notice over on the right-hand side, we have a green check that tells you the musician has accepted to play the concert. If you see a red X, that means they've declined it. And if you don't see anything, that means they've been asked to play the concert, but they haven't replied back to whether they can play it or not. So this is kind of what the musician sees. And if you're an administrator, you're going to have an admin button that shows up at the upper right-hand side. You simply click on that, and that's going to take you to the back end. I kind of call it where the magic happens. Now, if you're a new user or a new account, the 2 things you're going to struggle with is getting your members and your musicians into the system. We kind of try to make that simple. If you have all your members of your organization in an Excel spreadsheet, you can simply import it with a CSV file and allow you to do the import. And then once you have your members, you'll have a nice little sophisticated database where you can search by members, by their name, simply searching, or by their instrument, or by their status, like tenure or substitute, that kind of thing. Another nice little feature is if you select the musicians, like I've selected all of them, I can export all my members to an Excel spreadsheet, or I can email them. So let's say, for example, I just want to email 3 of the players, or if I want to filter it out to like the tenured violin ones, and I want to email just that group of people, you simply select that group, click the email, and fill out the text editor and shoot them an email. It's very simple. Let's go to the library. Now the library, same thing. You're going to want to get your library into the system as well. Like right when you sign up, that's the first thing you're going to want to do. If you have your library in Excel spreadsheet, again, very simple. Convert it to a CSV file. You can do the upload here. Another nice little feature I want to show you is if you try to add a new event, we offer the Daniels Online. Obviously, you have to have an account with them first. You'll reach out to them with a small fee. They can grant you access to their API with an ID and a token that you'll plug into your account. And once you have that, you have access to their database. So let's say, for example, we're going to play Mahler's 10th Symphony, right? So I'm just going to search for Mahler, and then I'm going to search for 10th Symphony. There we go. Okay, so what's happened is the system has gone out to the Daniels, has pulled in all the information right here. Everything that's checked, it's going to pull in as soon as I click the add button. And if you don't want to add something like maybe you don't want to include the notes, maybe, for example, just simply uncheck it. But I'm going to keep everything, and then I'm going to click the add button. Now, what this is telling me is that I'm missing a couple of configurations. It's looking to assign, in this case, it's the roster, and it's telling me that I don't have my information quite set up yet, so I need to go back and fix that. For now, I'm just going to skip over this because I just want to pull it in just to kind of show you, so we'll skip that. And then you can see it pulled everything in. We have our name, we have our notes, instrumentation, we have all the movements, even the timings, it has that. Also, this is really nice. It has the detailed of the roster, detailed information, so I can see at a glance I need 4 bassoons, 8 cellos, 5 clarinets, so forth. That's going to be very important when I show you the roster and how we set that up. So this is a nice little feature with the library. And once you have that thing set up, the next thing you're going to do is get into how to add your season. Now, I'm going to talk about that in another video, but this kind of gives you an idea of how the system works. I hope you like it. I hope you'll give us a try. Thank you.